Hey everyone, it's Trader Rob. I really hope that you had a great Christmas. I'm back at it today with my strategies. Last day of this challenge. Let's see if we can get this thing in the green right after the intro. As always, nothing that I state on my channel is financial advice. Trading futures or any type of trading is risky business. Any capital that you put out there is at risk for loss. All right, so again, Merry Christmas, everyone. Today's December 26th. I am actually in our place in Florida. We came down here for the kids' winter break. So, gonna see how this is gonna go trading. So far this morning, in the green really nicely with my early morning strategies here. So let's pull up real quick. Let's start with gold. That's the one obviously that unfortunately took a loss on. So we had an inside bar here at 8:20 in the morning Central Time. So I've got still my laptop, my charts, everything's still set to Chicago time, Central Time. Even though I am in the East Coast right now, it just helps me process things the same way as home. And we got an inside bar at 8:20 in the morning. We got activated to the long. So really small trade here, 11 ticks. And I was kind of, in my Discord this morning, I let people know that you're probably going to see some pretty light trading this morning just because, you've got a lot of people probably still in the holiday break. And just to be conscious of that. So we got activated here to the long and only looking for 11 ticks. We got about 75% of our take profit here, and then this thing just reversed down, and then look at this huge rejection candle here. So first trade knocked us out for 11 ticks. I also told my trading group in Discord that I was going to be switching today from 1 CL to 5 MCLs, and the same thing in gold. Instead of one GC contract, I was going to be going to 5 MGC. So I'm reducing my risk pretty much in half, and that's kind of what I like to do when I start to see reduced volume, and I know there might not be that volatility that we kind of need to see these big pushes. With that being said, I mean, we still had some pretty decent movement here this morning in gold. Let me pull up oil now. Oil was a nice winner, man. Both sessions in oil were winners. Let's start with the first session. Let me delete the tool here. We get an inside bar at 8:35 in the morning. So we obviously we've got a long entry, 1 tick above the inside candle. We have a short entry, 1 tick below the low of the inside candle. And we're just waiting to see which way it's going to get activated. And we get activated here to the short. So question on my Discord again today was, Rob, you're trading with a 1 tick offset. Yes. The only reason why I added that 1 tick offset maybe 2.5 weeks ago, is that I had noticed that we were getting wicked into trades and then getting reversed out, where 1 tick was costing us, a few trades. And I added that to the strategy to help minimize those types of instances. At least that's what I've been trying to track to make sure that is helping with an edge. But just because I am taking the 1 tick offset does not mean that my original oil strategy, that the stop loss and the take profit, those are exactly the same. I am still basing my stop loss and my take profit off the bottom of the inside candle. So the low of the inside candle, in this case we're going to a short, that's where I'm basing everything off of, because that's where I've based my whole strategy off of. I haven't based it off of a tick offset, which is now going to change everything by a tick. So I just want to make sure that people understand that. So if you put your short tool here at the bottom of the inside candle, and you take your stop to the top of the source candle, we are looking for 16 ticks of profit. So let's move this down to 16 ticks. And we hit it on the first bar right here. So literally took us right to the take profit, full take profit there, which was 16 ticks. Great trade. We then get another opportunity, first inside bar of session 2. We already are out of a trade. So again, if you go back to my original strategies, in those videos, guys, they will show you everything. And I explain scenarios like this, where if we're closed out of a trade here, and it's the first inside bar of session 2, the trade is on. If it's the inside bar of session 1, there is no trade. Okay? But as long as this trade is closed out, we are looking for a session 2 trade, which we do. We get a trade here. Let me delete this so we can just go through it. You would have a long entry order 1 tick above. You would have a short entry order 1 tick below. We get activated to the long, and we are looking for 12 points of profit, and we hit that trade as well very quickly. So together, 28 ticks of profit today in oil. Super excited with oil. Great way to start, get to pay a little few expenses off the kids' presents for Christmas this year. So let's take a look at Rob Reversal. I don't think that there has been a trade there yet. We got a pretty close setup here at 8:30 in the morning, but this closed right above the ADMA, so no trade, and for good reason. This would have, look at this rip going upwards, so saved us out of a bad trade there. No other trades set up on the 15-minute NQ reversal. Okay, as I stated, so it's the last day today of the 30-day challenge. I guess it's really like a 60-day challenge because now it's 2 months in. I currently sit, let's take a look here. Accounts, and that account sits at $4,843. So I need about $150, $160 trade here just to get break even. But that's not my goal. Obviously, my goal is to try to make money. So it would be fantastic if I can get, a $300-$400 trade. That would be great. But at the end, also it's trying to preserve capital and to see where we're at the end of this challenge. So I'm not sure about any overnight open opportunities here. Where did it go? Just had it on my chart. Overnight open on oil's way lower. So probably, I don't think that we might get an opportunity there. So we'll see. We'll see what we can do here, but I'm going to try like hell today to get this thing in the green, and I'm going to be in the charts the entire day. I don't want to say the entire day, at least until noontime, to make sure that I am taking a high quality A+ setup, and if I take it and I lose, I'm okay with that. But I don't want to come back to looking at the charts and see what the bot took and then be like, well, that's not a trade that I would have liked to take. It's just not what I'm going to do. So my plan is either tomorrow, the 27th, or the 28th. Most likely tomorrow, the 27th, I will be starting my challenge, trading just my morning strategies on a Top Step evaluation account. So that's something that you guys have stated in the comments that you guys would like to see, and I trade those strategies every single morning, so I figured, let's put them on display here and see what we can do with that challenge as well. So I'm hoping you guys stick around for my trade recaps, and let's see what other setups we can get.
Order submitted.
Okay, here we get into a setup that the bot takes. It's looking for a short off of a 5-minute red line. I'm quickly trying to anticipate where I see price action here. I am obviously in front of the chart. And I originally was looking at that pivot point, but I didn't like the pivot point underneath where I'm at currently for my take profit. But I also saw that wick and rejection off of that level. So I thought it would probably be smarter to be at the base of that red candle and the source of the green candle where my take profit is at. I just kind of figured that would be a pretty natural spot. And at this point, I'm pretty excited about the trade. Probably got about a $225 trade here if I can hit my take profit. And unfortunately, pretty quickly it starts to kind of go against me. And I know that we've already the stop loss has already trailed one time, and I know that I don't have much more space in this trade, nor do I really want to give it much room, because if you look to the left, you're at a point here where, yes, we could very easily continue to go down, but we can very easily go to retest some of the highs from earlier today. So I am cautious as to widening my stop here. And then we got there probably a tick or two away from getting knocked out of the trade, and we were able to get some sellers to kind of come in, but unfortunately just wasn't enough. Took about a $95 loss on this trade.
Order canceled.
All right, here we get into the bot gets us into a 5-minute red line long. So now we're actually looking for a long here, and we're starting to see a kind of a continuation trend upwards. It's kind of the NQ, and I'll go over it in a little bit, but the NQ pretty much throughout the day has just kind of been up down, ranging with a pretty big range though. So there is some opportunity to extract some profits from here. You just kind of need to get in maybe a little bit sooner. Is this an A plus setup? No, but I was confident enough where I'm like, I think that there could be a trade here. So I quickly move my take profit pretty much to the high of the day. That's where I'm thinking if we can break out of this first pivot point where that blue label is at, where you see price action kind of going up to right now. I'm thinking that if we can get a push through there, which right there, you're starting to see the push that I'm looking for. I think that we can definitely flirt with the highs of the day. So that's kind of what my thought process was, where I moved my target here. And then I think quickly right after here is where we start to kind of get into some resistance. So we were able to pierce the pivot just by maybe a point or two. And you're definitely starting to get, and I'm actually trying to move my stop loss to break even at this point. But the auto stop loss kicked in and was able to was at least able to protect my position. So I got no risk on the table here. I definitely not liking this red candle that comes here, and that's why I kind of move it to see if we can get a bounce back up. But unfortunately, I get knocked out here for a break even. All right, there you have it. The bot was able to take 2 trades today. I actually liked both of the trades. I got a little unfortunate there, especially on that second trade. We were able to, to get our stop loss pretty much to break even. I really, really felt like we had a really good opportunity to flirt with that, with a new high for the day on the NQ, and it's just a little unfortunate with timing on that one. But again, I liked both setups that the bot was able to take. So unfortunately, I was unable to finish the challenge at a break even or in a profit. Today we took a loss of 103. I think the loss was about $95, and then I'm assuming this is going to be commissions, but we'll take a look at the performance right after this one. So account ended off at $4,740. And let's see the performance. I believe it was just 2 trades today. 2 trades. And yeah, it was that loser for $95 originally. Again, it's a tough one. I like the trade. Definitely, was in front of the charts and definitely liked the trade. Good enough to take it. So commissions today was $8.36, taking my total loss to $103 on the bot. So that's it with the bot as far as the challenge is concerned. Tomorrow I'm going to have kind of a more detailed 60-day review, because this is my second 30-day challenge. So I'm going to give you guys a 60-day thoughts on where I think the bot is at, what I think can help improve it, and some things that I have learned now in the second month of trading, probably the second and a half month of trading the bot. I wanted to show also a few other things. If you guys noticed these circles that I had put in the earlier videos, this was at 10:10, and again, this was maybe a small mistake here. Oh, I'm sorry, this is not that. This is what I'm looking for. That's my thumbnail for the video for today. So these two circles, why did I draw these in? Well, look at, if you're following Robert Anderson's strategy, and I saw this and it hit me like clear as day. It's just unfortunate that the time frame or the times that these different trades will start to activate, we're not in here today to take some opportunities like this. But this is like an absolutely perfect 5-minute gold line on oil. We get a nice kick up, a nice pullback, and right here, right at the top of this candle, we would have been into this order, and this thing would have gone the full take profit. And then to make things even worse, you get a nice little curl, a retouch of the 5-minute gold line right here, and you get that same push. So even if you weren't able to get in on this trade, you could definitely get in on this trade here. It's just unfortunate that the bot, the time zones that I had set did not coincide with the 5-minute gold line trade being activated. And to be honest with you, I was looking at this as this was happening, and I was thinking to myself, well, yeah, I guess I can manually trade this, but then you're starting to really complicate things, and I really wanted to showcase what the bot can do more than anything else. I know I've been taking some overnight open trades, but I just feel like they're pretty easy pickings for some profits. So tomorrow I will have a detailed video on the 60-day challenge. I appreciate all of the comments and everybody following my journey with the bot. So I truly, truly appreciate all of the support that I have gotten during these last few months. With that being said, I think I've got an open trade. Let me take a look here. I believe I do. I do have an open trade that doesn't look very good. So we've got the 15-minute NQ reversal. We got activated into a short right here, right on this red candle. Okay, closed below the 80 MA. Literally closed right like a tick underneath it. And we got activated then to the short on this candle right here that punctured through my short entry. I am looking for 35 points long or short. Stop loss or take profit. So currently I'm down 22 points on this, and this is on my new funded account with Top Step. So My feeling here is that it's about 1:39 Central Time. I am in the East Coast, but I've got everything set to Central Time right now on my charts. And I'm willing to let this trade go till about 2 o'clock. Not much more than two, regardless where I'm at. If I take full loss here, or if if this thing can work its way back down. Regardless, 2 o'clock is probably going to be my cutoff point, just because anytime after two, you start dealing with like algos, and you start dealing with things, a lot of things that are going to be out of your control. And well, not like the market is allowing us to be in control, but there's just a lot more anomalies and a lot more computer trading that's kind of kicks in around that time period. So I don't like to be in an open active trade there. So I'll give this trade another 20 minutes, and then tomorrow when I do my video, I'm actually going to start my challenge on the 28th. So that'll be the first day of my challenge, trading my strategies, and I will show a recap of this trade and see where the thing ends up, where it ended up at. We've already gone through, but I'll just really quickly go through. Let's go through oil first. Oil, both sessions were winners. So we had a winner for 16 ticks and 12, so 28 ticks total there. Helped bring the account into some profit today, some green, which was fantastic. And then we did have one loser in gold this morning of 11 ticks. So in total, I think that's 17 ticks of profit for the morning strategies. I'll take that. Any day that I could be in the green, I am more than happy to. Now, the Rob reversal might put me into a much worse situation, and I could be definitely in the red. But that trade alone has just produced some really nice winners for me. So we'll see. I'm perfectly fine actually taking a loser if I have to, but we still got some time in here. We'll see what the market will give us. So I really truly appreciate all of the support that I'm getting on the channel. I'm really looking forward to this next chapter on starting my own challenges, trying to get. I already purchased the $50,000 evaluation account through TopStep, so that's what we're going to start trading on the 28th. We need to make $3,000 in profit, and I think it's definitely doable. So stick around. Hopefully you guys are learning something, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. And happy trading.